Hi, it's the old silly moustache here, and thanks to everybody that has sent in so many good questions for me to make videos about for the next 10 years or so. Particularly Simon Miles, 1972, who asked me how much or how little music theory do you really need to learn as an amateur home noodler. So I'm just going to try and focus on that, and I'm going to try and focus it in 10 minutes, and I forgot to put my timer on. First of all, when we look down at our guitar, we see 6 strings and we see 19, 20, 21 of these frets. So you multiply that, hundreds of notes. Actually, if it's just down to the 12th fret, it's 6 times 12, 72 notes. No, it's not like that at all. And I'm going to demonstrate what there is. Now then, I'm going to start with A on the A string because that's where the alphabet starts. But the musical alphabet only goes from A to G sharp. 12 notes. So let me demonstrate that. So I'm going to start with A sharp, B, C, no sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. There's that again. F sharp, G, G sharp, and we're back where we started because that's an octave of the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and octave. Okay? So that simplifies things for us to start, hopefully. Now let's sort out this B and C and E and F business. I can't explain why that works, why it's called like that, but just as a point to remember, the way I remembered it anyway was B, cos, everything's fine. B, cos, everything's fine. Okay, so those are the ones without any sharps or flats. Why are they sharps and flats? Because when you go up, you go from A to A sharp. When you go down, you go from B to B flat. Yeah. Let's quickly move on. Standard major scales is the next thing I want to talk about. The scales are manifold. There's loads of them, but the one we use almost all the time is the standard major scale. And these go in a particular order of what I'm going to call tones and semitones, which is the English European way, but maybe I should do it in American, which is steps and half steps. So I'm going to go up just use the bass E string due to the scale, and remember it's only going up to there. A whole step, a whole step, a half step, a whole step, a whole step, a whole step, a half step. And we can go up or we can go along, if you like, or across. Now I'm going to change to the key of C because it doesn't have any flats or sharps in it. And it's such a pretty key. So the notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Oh, at this point, stop this video and go and get a pen and paper or something like that because it might be useful. Are you back? Okay, fine. Okay, so we're going to do that whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And you may not see them there because I'm going across and using 4 of the 6 strings. But I want you to write these notes down as I play them. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now I want you to write on top of all those notes the Roman numerals, if you like, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. Now, that's the scale of C, and it has the same same distances: whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Okay. But now I'm going to tell you something radical. Each one of those notes also signifies the root of a chord that you would customarily often play in the key of C. And this applies to all other keys as well. But here we are, C. That's going to be your 1. 2, it's going to be a D, it's going to be a D minor. Just accept that for the time being. The 3 is going to be an E minor. 4 is going to be an F major. The 5 is going to be a G major. The 6 is an A minor. The 7th one we don't use much, but it's kind of be a half diminished, B half diminished, and then we're back to C again. So in almost all songs in C, you will use those different chords, apart from when you don't, because you may substitute them. And I've got to illustrate that, because instead of using a D, I'm going to use a D7 in one particular progression, and instead of using an A minor, I'm going to use an A7. But don't let that worry you, it's not important right now. Okay, so I'm going to illustrate some songs which have progressions. And the first one I can think of is a progression which only has 2 chords, and the only song I can think of is this. Well, I'm riding no paint, I'm leading no fan, I'm going to Montana for to throw the woolly hand. Okay, and then there's the 3 chord, which is the blues. I got the California blues, I sure gonna leave you here. I got the California blues and I sure gonna leave you here. I ain't right to blinds, I ain't got no railroad fare. And the old 50s pop song favourite, saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Okay, and then the further back we go, the more complex we get, the more melodic we get. You can get anything you think, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Da 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 etc. Okay, so then we can start getting crazy, adding in different chords, adding in different forms, A minor, A7 instead of A minor, and things like that. So basically that is your theory. I think I will leave it there, but someone else asked me about licks and fills, and you will see me going. I think that's something for another video, so I shall leave it there. I made it under 10 minutes. So if you have questions, and you should do, ask me and I'll reply in the comments below, or I'll make another video about it, or probably both. So if you have been, thanks for watching. Bye.